Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to talk through a few of my favourite beauty products. So throughout my 20s, I feel like I've bought and experimented with a lot of different products to see what works for me, different price points as well. So I've gone through those like awful makeup and fake tan stages, probably still have a few now. Hopefully not, to get to sort of these favourite products that I buy time and time again and have used now for quite a few years. And because some of them are quite expensive, even like dry shampoo and hairspray, I feel like you want to know it's worth spending your money on if you're going to buy it, because there's nothing worse than buying products and then you're not being happy with them and you feel like it's just a waste of money. So if you're looking for some good products, then I hope this video is helpful to you. I would also love to hear your staple products as well that you use every day. And if you are new here and have been enjoying my videos, I would love it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. And yeah, let's just get into the products. I feel like the sun today is just like beaming through the window, so hopefully it doesn't look too bright on the camera, but I'll just start out with the makeup products, I think. Okay, so the first beauty product that I wanted to mention was the Charlotte Tilbury foundation. So this is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation, stays all day and night, and it really does. So I went into Selfridges to get colour matched for the foundation. I think it might be about £36 a bottle, so it is not cheap for foundation, but ever since buying it I have been hooked. So for years I always used a Superdrug foundation, for example, and then I've had my makeup done professionally a couple of times and just sort of looked at what they would use. This one came highly recommended, so one day I just decided to splash out on it, and I have not been disappointed ever since, and have bought it now about 3 times, although I only do wear it at the weekend or if I'm going to an event or there's something happening. Yeah, it's certainly not a foundation I wear every day, because when I have to repurchase it, it does break my heart a little bit, but I do think it is a really good foundation, and every time I wear it I feel like people will say, oh, your skin looks really good. It comes in the most beautiful bottle. All the Charlotte Tilbury products are in beautiful packaging. You only need to use a tiny bit, it really goes a long way. I usually just dab it in with a beauty blender or makeup brush, but yeah, I think I will continue to buy this foundation. I would like to try out like the Armani Silk Luminous foundation, I think it's called, but this is definitely one that is going to be staying in my beauty bag for a while. So the second beauty product I wanted to mention was the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow. So these are the little like pots, they're called Eyes to Mesmerise. So these are really pigmented, so you only need a tiny bit on your brush and it kind of covers your whole eyelid in a really nice colour. I think last time I had the Pillow Talk one, this time I've gone for Amber Gold, just try something a bit different. I thought the Amber Gold was a bit more like, now we're coming into autumn, although like it's roasting today. Yeah, it seemed a bit more wintry, because they come in little pots like this, but they are really deep. My previous one lasted me ages, it must have been like 8 months or something, and that's what it looks like inside. So they've all got quite a nice shimmer to them as well, and same as the foundation, like a little goes a long way, so I would highly recommend that product. More Charlotte Tilbury products, I am a bit of a fan now, and I do try and make them last a long time because they are dear. The Pillow Talk lipstick is my favourite lipstick. I wear this every single day pretty much, unless I'm not wearing makeup. Yeah, I mean there's not much to say about that really. It's just a beautiful lipstick. I feel like the colour goes with everything that I wear. It's quite a neutral colour and it just gives my lips a nice like pink tinge. Just really like it. I've bought that numerous times now, and I also have the matching lip liner to go with it. It's the Pillow Talk lip liner, which I just constantly put in the pencil sharpener to keep alive for as long as possible, but I feel like the two go together really nicely. And then my next beauty product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. Is that how you pronounce it? I have the shade Taupe, and again this lasts ages. I probably buy these once a year, so the whole thing lasts me a year, which it's sadly now running out, so I need to go and get a new one. So I use that with a really like fine eyeshadow brush, apply it to the brows, and it just stays in place all day. I use a couple of things on my eyebrows. It's not the only thing that I use on them, but that is one that I purchase every year, and it's just a really nice colour. It's not too dark, goes on really nicely, spreads nicely. I've used some other dip brow pots and I just find that they're either like too dark or they're a bit clumpy, or they don't go on as nicely with the brush. So that is definitely a staple in my beauty bag. So next up is one of my favourite perfumes that I've used for years, and that's the Allure Chanel perfume. Hello, do you like it? My mum used to wear this perfume years ago when I was younger, and I feel like it's a really nostalgic smell for me because every time I wear it, it reminds me of her, which I think is really nice. It's a really old like Chanel perfume, still expensive though, don't make it any cheaper because it's an old one. But yeah, I love this one, and I also love the Lancome La Vie Belle perfume. I've not had that for a while just because I've been trying out a few others, but that is probably one of my favourites, along with the Allure Chanel as well. I love finding out what other people's favourite perfumes are, like either seeing them on Instagram or when they show them in YouTube videos. I just find it really interesting, and then trying them myself and seeing what like works for me and the smells I like. So yeah, anyway, rambling now. So next up is fake tans. Now fake tan, oh, I've used fake tan for a long time. I just feel better when I've got a tan. So ever since I was in high school, I've dabbled with different fake tans, and I feel like I've found some now that I'm happy with, although I always like to try out more. But these I've used numerous times. This one in particular is one of my favourites. This is the Saint-Tropez Self Tan Purity Vitamins Bronzing Water Mist, glow boosting vitamin C and D. So when I first bought this, I got the like really small one that you can buy. These are often on offer in Boots, so I would recommend waiting until it comes on offer. Sometimes you can get buy one get the second one half price, or it might have like 10-20% off it or something, and they do have the deals quite a lot, so I'd look out for those if you're wanting to try it. But this leaves such a nice like tanned glow on your face. So I literally just like spray it all over my face, all over my chest. You don't need to rub it in with a mitt or anything, you can do, but I feel like just spraying it and leaving it just gives a really nice glow, and it just magically like is even without rubbing it in. In the winter it's great as well when you're mainly covered up, but you might want a bit of a glow on like your face and your neck. Before you go to bed you can just spray it over. You don't have to put a mitt on and start like rubbing in your tan. And again, it lasts ages because I really only use it for my face and my chest. Although that's funny actually, I was just thinking like I never really use it anywhere else, but on the back it says spritz all over body using a mitt to blend, but I've only ever really used it over my face and my chest, which is probably why it lasts me a long time. But I'd highly recommend it. It leaves a really nice glow, and it's just a lot easier than having to rub it in. If you just spray it over your face and your chest, that's the one. Then next up I've got the Bondi Sands Ultra Dark Self Tanning Foam. So previously I had the dark one and then I went for the ultra dark one. So I find the ultra dark one, I mean it is quite dark, but I usually put it on at night, sleep in it, and then wash it off in the morning. I feel like when you apply it at night it has like a bit of a coconutty scent. Oh yeah, it does say coconut scent on it, and it doesn't smell too bad, but I feel like the next morning when you wake up it's really quite a strong smell, and it is quite dark. So I get in the shower, wash it off, which is what is recommended to do anyway, and then it leaves like a really nice glow. But after that, so the following night, I will put on the Dove Self Tan Lotion. So this just keeps it topped up, especially if like me, then you've shaved your legs and then the top half might look a bit darker than the bottom half. This just helps keep the tan a bit longer and gives it a bit of like a deeper natural tan, I would say. So those two products together I really like. And then in terms of skincare, I mean I keep it really basic. I have a cleanser and a moisturiser, and that's about it. I do have a few extras that I use every now and then, but I just don't spend half an hour putting 5 different products on my face at night or in the morning. So in the morning at night, generally I will cleanse my face with the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. So this lasts ages. Again, I saw this recommended online, and then I saw loads of people on Instagram recommending it. It's recommended by dermatologists. Yeah, that is the cleanser I've been using, and I really like that. I feel like it leaves my skin feeling really smooth. And then in the evening and before I apply my makeup, I'll use the Ordinary Moisturiser. So I think this is about £10. I think the cleanser is about £10 as well, and that's about as much as I want to pay really for these kind of things. This is 100ml, which isn't that big, but you only need a little bit. Again, a little goes a long way, which is amazing. And this doesn't leave your skin feeling like greasy or like you're wearing moisturiser. It really soaks into the skin nicely. It just leaves your skin feeling hydrated and fresh. So yeah, I am a big fan of this moisturiser. So for deodorants, I've always been a Shore girl. I've always used Shore deodorant, usually the spray, but over the past like year or so I'd say I've been using a Shore deodorant cream. So in the past I've used the stick deodorants, but they make my arm feel like really sticky, or like you can feel it wet, and I do not like that. But these creams are really nice. There's like loads of little holes on the top. You twist the bottom twice and then it clicks, and then you know that you've got the right amount of products coming out that you need to use. It smells really fresh and nice. It like dries in quite quickly. It's not sticky whatsoever. It's just like a nice cream that you're putting on, and I feel like it lasts a lot longer than the spray does. I used to apply that throughout the day whenever I just felt a bit sweaty really. But this one, I feel like I can smell it on me for the rest of the day. Really fresh. Really like it. It is £5 full price. It does last quite a while. Again, probably longer than a deodorant lasts me because I'm not reusing it in the day. But you can usually get it on offer on the club card in Tesco for £4, or sometimes if you're lucky you can find it in Home Bargains and B&M. Did that recently, but rarely can you find it in there. I've also started picking up these body sprays in Home Bargains. This is Black Poppy. So they are replicas of perfume smells, I'm pretty sure. There's another one as well that's really nice, and it's a replica of like the Alien perfume. Can't remember now exactly, but it smells really good. So I've been keeping these in the downstairs toilet and the upstairs bathroom, just in addition to the air freshener, because sometimes I feel like an air freshener really smells like a toilet. I don't know if that's just because you associate the smell of an air freshener with a toilet. Like if you ever spray an air freshener anywhere but the toilet, I always think it makes the house smell odd. So I feel like these just give it that like really nice perfumed smell. Yeah, if you've got people coming round and you've got one in the bathroom, just think it's a nice touch. And yeah, they just smell really good. Like I'll spray this on me. It smells really nice. And I think it's about 99p or something. And then in terms of hair, recently I've tried quite a few different dry shampoos, but this has got to be my all-time go-to really, I think. Let me know if you've got any other recommendations because I'll happily try them out. But the Batiste dry shampoo, I always buy the tropical one. I just really feel like it freshens up my hair. It's not greasy. It just rubs in nicely. I feel like it really gives it that pump that it needs. You can't buy the smaller bottles anymore, and you can only buy these large ones. And again, it has gone up in price. I like everything. I think it's about £3.99 for this one. So at one point I was like, I'm not paying that. I'm going to try some others, but I've just gone back to this because the others weren't as good. So yeah, and it does last me, again, quite a long time. And then for hairspray, this is my new fave, the Got To Be Too Sexy Volumizing Hairspray. It first of all got my attention because of the pink bottle, and I thought it looked really nice. I thought the striped bit in the middle looked a bit like Victoria's Secret-ish. I've bought this one a couple of times now and I'm really happy with it, so I think I'm going to stick with it. So I've used a few Got To Be products before and really like them. So I think this is about £3 something, £3.50 maybe, as opposed to when I was buying for like £2.99. It doesn't make my hair feel like really sticky or anything. It's like a fine spray. It brushes out nicely. Yeah, I like this one. And the other Got To Be products that I love is the volumizing styling powder. I first tried this years ago. Mrs. Hinch recommended it on her Instagram just to give your hair a bit of thickness and style it, and I bought it and I've loved it. I've been buying it ever since. It lasts ages. I feel like I've said that 100 times in this video, but you know, we're all for spending money, but it lasted a long time. Sometimes when I wash my hair, like, it'll feel a bit flat and not got much volume, so you can put this at the tips as well of the hair. It's kind of like powdery, a bit like talcum powder, and you just rub it into the ends of your hair. You can also rub it into your parting and near the top, but you only need a little bit. Like, honestly, you can feel it in your fingers, like how thick it is, and it just gives your hair like so much volume. Sometimes I feel like I don't need to use hairspray when I'm using the powder because it really makes my hair like stick. If I've used quite a bit to style it one day, then the next day my hair feels like super thick, sometimes too much. So yeah, I feel like I wouldn't be without this product now. And so that is all my favourite products that I wanted to just talk through, my staple products that I buy time and time again. And I think if you were to purchase any of them, you wouldn't be wasting your money. They are decent products. Yeah, I just enjoy watching other people's videos like this. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would love it if you could give it a big like, and I will see you on Monday for another video. Thanks guys, bye!